So in this episode of The Adventures of O'Malley and Tink, we are hiking from Dalton to north of Massillon on day one. And on day two, we're going to hit New Franklin. And then we're going to try to do the reverse, weather permitting and feet permitting. And so far, we're about halfway. Yeah, about halfway. We're getting ready to stop and eat lunch, and I'm going to show you what carnivore on the go looks like. Okay, so you might be asking yourself, how many times have you been out hiking and you got stopped by a train? Well, I'm going to show you.
Of course, it's us.
Yep, and it's moving real fast, as you can tell. So we're going to be here for a few minutes. Okay, so we're starting day two. Last night we had a couple southbound cyclists stay. Actually, they were here before we were. And they're heading down from Cleveland, heading to
Bolivar?
Bolivar, he said. Bolivar. It's a good time, good people.
It was fun.
And now we are going to try and beat the rain as we continue to head north. The game plan is to stop at the Creamery in Canal Fulton, and hopefully it's to stop there and eat, not to stop there and take shelter from the rain. Okay, so we're making good time. We are at Lock 4. And if you head that way, we're going to stop at the Erie Street Creamery, I believe is what it's called. It's a little ice cream, hot dog, hamburger type joint. And it's right on the path. I mean, literally on the path. So if you're heading this way, it's a great place to stop and eat. And that's what we're going to do. So we made it to the second location, and we got everything set up. We actually made it, it's 3:30 right now. We actually left out a little bit early, and it's a good thing because after day two, I rolled my foot off of a piece of something on the ground, and the reason that I stopped running earlier in the summer, I'm revisiting that right now. And the bottom of someone's foot has this really neat spot pattern with whiteness underneath.
Yeah, it's a little ouchy.
So, but it's 3:30. We're gonna take 5. We're gonna eat, and tomorrow's the last day, so I don't see any big problems. I'm gonna give you guys a quick rundown of the tent. The tent that we're running is the North Face Alpine Guide 2, and if you're wondering why there's a tarp over top of it, there is a small leak somewhere, and we let it set outside in the rain for the better part of a day, day and a half, and it gets this really small puddle of water. And instead of dealing with potential soaked gear, it seemed better to just buy a 6x8 tarp, and of course the sun's out. So it's a precaution. There's a little chance of rain today, so there's no sense in ruining a good weekend over a $6 tarp. So some of the gear that we're trying out, these thermarests, these are the overseas flavor. They are not an actual thermarest. They're $19 at Walmart, and they're amazing. Both of us are running the North Face, I think it's called the Terra. Is that what it's called? They're 55-liter bags, and those are worth every penny. A little bit pricey, very comfortable. This one is a men's large, but holds 55 liters, and this one is a woman's medium.
It's small, medium, large, extra large, or something.
Yeah, and but like I said, both of them hold 55 liters. So that's pretty much a rundown of the gear. We decided on tennis shoes this time instead of hiking boots, and I'm gonna say if it's warm enough to do that and the terrain permits it, that is the move. Take care of your feet, especially if you're covering a lot of miles. The packs, one of them right now is 38-ish, and the other is 28 to 30. When you get into Clinton, there is no fountain in the park. There's a little drive-through that you have to go through. They're used to people walking through. And where's one of those waters at?
This was the flavor they had.
This is the size that they had. And what did we get, 4 or 5 of them? 6 of them. We got 6 of them. I drink a lot of coffee. It's okay. But they also have the cool tops on them. And so mental note, if you come up here to hike in and out, you can't reload your water other than that drive-through. So plan accordingly. Okay, this is take 2. We're heading out from New Franklin. We got used to the trains. The trains come through at least every couple hours, more like an hour and a half. And they alternate. One will be heading south, one will be heading north.
The one going north is a lot louder.
Because it lays on the horn.
A lot more.
A lot more.
And longer.
I think there's more crossings heading that direction. But anyway, kind of got used to it. It only woke me up once last night, I think. And other than that, for sure we got our sleep gear hammered out.
It's still a little cold.
It was
not as cold as last time.
It was, you know, here's a side note, something to think about. My hiking socks fit very tight. My feet didn't get cold until I put my socks on. Something to think about. Anyway, by the time we get to Canal Fulton, the creamery should be open, and I'm going to have some Blue Moon ice cream. What are you going to have?
I don't know yet.
And undecided. Stay tuned. Okay, so we're finished with Purgatory, which is the section from Canal Fulton to Massillon. If it wasn't for the Browns game, that would have really sucked. I don't know what it is about that section. It's not good. But anyway, we made it. I believe we're at like 36 and some change as far as miles over 3 days. All of that stuff is along the towpath or the trail heading west towards Dalton. So if it's there, you might as well use it. that is a wrap for this one. In a few weeks, we're going to be down at Hocking Hills for a 2-day hike, which is a little bit more challenging. It's not flat asphalt, it's hiking. And I think we'll go a little bit more in depth on the gear we use.
Ooh, wait, here are the tracks that we got stopped by the train when we were hiking.
Yes, earlier in the video you seen us stopped by the train. That's where it was at. So anywho, until next time, stay sharp, keep a tight shot group, and rock on.